Privyet. Hello everyone. You're on the Slavic News Channel, and in this video, we'll discuss the most significant updates on the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. We have a lot of interesting updates, so let's begin. First, let's discuss the conversation between the President of Ukraine, Zelensky, and Donald Trump. They had a call during the previous night, Ukrainian time, where they discussed the special military operation and possible deals between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky made a public statement about this conversation around 1:30 a.m. on July 20th. Initially, he referred to Trump as nobody, stating, "I had a call. I had a conversation with Donald Trump, and that's it." However, in the final part of his statement, Zelensky called Trump president, saying, "We agreed with President Trump to discuss everything during the personal meeting." This cautious language likely reflects Zelensky's need to balance relations with both Trump and current U.S. President Joe Biden. In the first part of his statement, he seemed careful to not overly praise Trump, likely due to his dependence on Biden's support for the next 4 months of conflict. However, he inadvertently acknowledged Trump as president, which might cause some tension with Biden, impacting the dynamics between Biden and Zelensky. On the other hand, the U.S. Democratic National Committee announced its intention to nominate President Biden for the 2024 elections, despite numerous calls for him to withdraw his candidacy. This follows recent rumors suggesting Biden might step down, which now appear to be unfounded. Trump, in his account of the conversation, expressed a positive outlook, indicating good relations with Zelensky. He mentioned they discussed a potential deal acceptable to both Ukraine and Russia. Trump hinted that a draft of this deal might be presented in 2 or 3 months, providing a clearer picture of what is being negotiated. Now, let's talk about the situation in Ukraine. We are seeing ongoing meetings and strikes across the country due to power restrictions. Yesterday, we talked about meetings in Zaporizhzhia, and today, more areas are reporting similar activities. People are demanding local authorities resolve power issues, and we expect more updates over the weekend. Additionally, there has been a significant development with Ukrainian recruiters. Over the past months, reports have indicated that recruiters have been capturing and conscripting people aggressively. Recently, local resistance groups in Odessa and Kharkiv have started attacking recruiters' vehicles, setting them on fire to hinder their operations. Videos show these groups destroying vehicles to reduce recruiters' capabilities. There was also an assassination attempt on a pro-Ukrainian media person in western Ukraine. She was very vocal against Russia and was shot by a 25-year-old, later dying in the hospital. Some sources suggest this was a special operation by Russian forces, while others believe it was related to her involvement in military aid routes, possibly diverting some aid for personal gain. Let's move to the situation on the ground, starting with the Kharkiv direction. Heavy clashes have been reported, with Ukrainian forces continuing attempts to attack Russian positions inside Lyboka and along 3 main attack lines. The Ukrainian objective is to force the Russians to retreat. Recent geolocations show increased activity in the Staritsia area, indicating a possible new direction for a Ukrainian offensive. In the north of Vovchansk, the official channel of the group of forces north stated that the Russians captured a few more buildings and advanced another 50 meters. Videos show Russian artillery and Toth thrower systems bombarding the northern part. Despite these clashes, there have been no significant changes on the ground, with both sides maintaining their positions. In the northern Kupiansk direction, updates indicate ongoing clashes in Stepovo, Novoselovka. A month ago, the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed complete control over this village. However, recent videos suggest Ukrainian forces might have regained some territory, indicating either an initial mistake in the Russian report or a successful Ukrainian counterattack. This may require map adjustments to reflect the true situation. In the Severs direction, Russian forces ambushed Ukrainian supply routes between Bilogorovka, Grigorovka, and Serebryanka. The Russians stated they managed to ambush Ukrainian forces. Pro-Ukrainian sources confirmed control over Razdalovka and nearby farms, suggesting ongoing territorial adjustments and reinforcing their positions. In Cheese of Yar and New York, there were no significant changes, just regular artillery duels between Ukrainian and Russian forces stationed in the eastern and western parts of the respective villages. In the Avdiivka direction, pro-Russian sources reported capturing tree lines and fields near progress. Pro-Ukrainian mappers, including Deep State, confirmed partial Russian control over the village, with around 50% to 40% under Russian control. A video showed a Russian soldier waving to a reconnaissance drone, confirming Russian presence in the area. In South Donetsk and other directions, we haven't received many updates, but interesting developments continue near Kharkiv. Recently, reports indicated that the Russians have been redeploying forces from Donetsk and Mariupol to Kharkiv, possibly to resume attacks on Ukrainian positions in Kharkiv and Gulyai-Polya directions. Currently, the Russians are intensifying their activities, attacking Ukrainian concentrations along the combat line and targeting Ukrainian artillery systems. This might be preparatory actions before a larger operation, although there isn't enough evidence yet to confirm a full-scale offensive. In summary, the situation on the ground in Ukraine remains complex and fluid, with significant political interactions influencing the broader context of the conflict. The conversations between Zelensky and Trump, as well as ongoing power struggles within Ukraine, highlight the multifaceted nature of this conflict. As always, stay tuned for more updates. And that's it for this update. Slavic News Channel condemns any violence in the world. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.